Hi, I'm Mark Camoccio, Gun Mart TV, and we've got an interesting little gun for you here. This is a bit of a blast from the past, as they say. This is a Webley Junior. Now I know there were quite a few variations of this model. There were some pre-war models. I've had a look at the markings on this, and I think this is about 1946 to 50. And it's just this, they're so solid. It's a lovely little thing. There's quite a bit of weight in your hand. It's very compact. It's a very attractive little pistol. Classic sort of Webley. Now there were various ones that this was the Junior, and then they sort of evolved their whole pistol range through it, from what I can see. There was obviously a Senior, then there was a Premier, a Webley Mark 1 and a Webley Mark 2, I believe, and obviously then they go on to the modern era of the sort of Tempest, and they had, you know, more big, larger synthetic sort of Bakelite style grips, etc., and the Typhoon, of course. But you go back to this and it's so neat and simple, yet you can feel the engineering in it. You know, it's just from the old Birmingham days, and it's a lovely little thing. So it's that classic over. You've got a spring-loaded catch at the back, so you pull that back on this one, pull that back, and then the barrel comes up. I believe there on later ones there was a sort of a stirrup arrangement there, and then the way to cock it is I'll do that in a minute. But you pull that back, pull it right back. That cocks the action. Then you feed a pellet into the tube and lock it down, and then you can fire. In actual fact, let's do one now. We'll do that. So pull it all the way. I don't think this has been fired an awful lot. I was kindly donated this, and so you drop the pellet into the end of the barrel, because it still feels a good lot of spring pressure in there, and over that time it probably would have lost it. So drop that through. It's sort of a chamfered breech in there, so the pellet's gone nice and flush. Then bring it down. Lock that through, you can hear and see that catch go back, and then you're ready to fire. So just fire that out. Well, as you can feel, that's quite a satisfying little, I've not shot this for a while actually, but a satisfying shot. Not just a little bit of a kick and quite a pleasant trigger. It's yeah, sort of predictable, everything's very smooth. I think this has been quite well looked after, and it shoots very nicely. An interesting characteristic is it's a smooth bore, so there's no rifling in this barrel. I think some of these were rifled, and certainly some of the later versions were, but yeah, that's a smooth bore. Obviously you've got the Webley motif there, these sort of nice, again this is sort of synthetic grips. I think some of these were apparently tin grips, but this is a sort of synthetic one. And it's all just very solid, very well made. Now another interesting point on this, if you look to that back, you can see the sort of smooth side to this, and it's a very nice sight picture. Everything's fixed, so you've got the bead at the front, that's fixed obviously, and then also a fixed non-adjustable rear sight. Now again, on later versions there were more elaborate rear sight arrangements, and it was adjustable. So yeah, something to look out for. I mean, these are very popular pistols, and you know you'll see them. I think they're quite common, so you'll see quite a few at the old trade fairs. I mean, the Kempton Park Airgun Trade Fairs got very popular. You'll see several of these, or the Senior, lying around. But they're a very pleasant pistol. I'll just show you the other side. You can see the details on there. I'm sure if there's some vintage experts out there, you'll be able to see some other markings. But I know the fact that it had the number 4 on the after Birmingham, that sort of denotes, when I looked that up, it seemed to suggest around 1946. But yeah, very nice little thing. So that's the Webley Junior.